Hi YouTube, welcome to the coding challenges tutorial series. So in this challenge, what I will do is that I will show you guys how to reverse a string in C++. Now this is my website, macademytutorials.com. So if you go on this coding challenges, I have created one for all of these languages: C++, Java, JavaScript, and Python. So all in this 4 languages. If you want to learn how to reverse it, you can. For this one, what I will do is that I will show you guys how to do it in C++. So you can also go here and select C++, or you can go to the bottom in here, coding challenges, and you can select C++. And once you do that, this is the page that you get. And in here, challenge 1, it is the reverse string. And if you open it, so this is where you will see the page that I've created for this reversing a string in C++. Now, the first method that I'm using in here is that it iterates over each character in reverse and prints it on a screen. So it's quite simple. After using this IOStream and this string libraries, I'm using the namespace of std, and I'm creating a function in here which is takes as input as a string, and then I'm creating a variable called I, and I'm saying I is equal to the length minus 1. So str, whatever the user types, the length will be equal to that minus 1. So if you type hello, it will be 4. Since hello is 5, minus 1 is equal to 4. And then we are saying as long as it's greater than or equal to 0, and then I minus minus, we reduce it and we print it in the reverse order. In here, string is, so this is the variable that you're creating by the name of s, getLine cns. So what it does is that it prompts the user for a string. So whatever the user types, it will input it. And then we are saying reverse, which is this function in here, and then we are passing is this s, which this is the string that we take from the user. And then at the end, then we are printing it, and at the end we print a end line. Now second method is almost the same. It's kind of a little different. In here we iterate over the half of the string. So last time what we did was that we iterated over all of the string. So this time we will iterate over half of the string and swap the end of the string to the beginning of the string. So how do we do that? It's simple, same function, same parameters. In here we're creating this variable called number of characters, and we're saying it is equal to the string reverse dot length. So whatever the user types, we're saying it's equal to that. And then we're saying for int I is equal to 0, and as long as I is less than the number of characters divided by 2. So in here we are only using half divided by 2, and then we are increasing it by 1 every time. Then we use this function called swap. After that, what we are saying is that swap the first one in here. So the first time it will be 1, then 0. Sorry, the first one it will be 0, then 1, then 2. And in here we are saying the string to reverse, and swap it with what? Number of characters, whatever it is. If it's hello, it's like, let's say 5, and then minus I minus 1. So if it is hello, the minus and I is 0, so it will be the last one will be O for that matter. So what it will do is that will take O, and the 0 at that time will be H. So it will take O and put it in H. Now this is the function. Again, this is a string to reverse. This is the variable which will store the user input. And here we are saying getLine, take input, this put it inside this variable. And this is the function, the name of our function, reverse a string in place. Reverse a string in place, and then I put in this variable to which we store the user input, and then we are saying cout a string to reverse, and then NL. So in here we reverse it. The third method, we use the algorithm library in here. As you can see, it says, then we say that then we use the reverse function to reverse our string from beginning to end. So in here we don't have to iterate over each one. In the first couple of examples you saw me using a for loop, this in here, and also this one, but you don't have to do that. This algorithm library provides a function called it provides us this functionality of reversing a string without using these functions. Without using for loops. So the first thing in here, we are using this, importing the IOStream and the string libraries, and in here I'm importing the algorithm. Then still namespace is the same. So in here we are saying a string is getLine cns. So we are asking the user or prompting for the user input, and then we are saying store it in the s variable. Then we are using this function called the reverse, which is part of this algorithm in here, algorithm library. So we are saying reverse it from the beginning to the end. So S is the variable to which we store the user input, and then we are saying take it from the beginning and to the end, and then reverse it, and at the end we are saying print it. So in the method, or the fourth method, what we do is that we are saying we use the iterator library as well as the algorithm library. So in the previous one, what we did was that we used the algorithm library only. Now we are using the iterator library as well. So using the iterator library, we iterate over each character in the string in reverse order and print it on a screen. So you can see that include iterator and also include algorithm. And in here there is the string called input, and we are prompting the user for this input. And after we do that, what we do is that we are saying a string reverse iterator, and then I input is equal to r begin. So it's r begin to r end. So it's saying that it's stored from r begin and until it's not equal to r end, and you increase it by 1, and then you see out I. So what it does is that it reverses the string, but this time you're using this iterator library in here. So this is how you can reverse a string in C++. If you know some other way of doing it, please feel free to put it in the comment section below. And if you have any questions, suggestions, or recommendations, or if you want me to create another challenge, something like that, feel free to put it in the comment section below as well. And this is it for this one, guys. I will see you guys in the next one.